Ohio State continues dominance against Purdue, more early Week 10 snap judgments. Number for Ohio State 56, Purdue 0. If Buckeyes coach Urban Meyer was bothered by complaints that he ran up the score in last week's 63-14 victory over Penn State, he certainly didn't let it show on Saturday. Ohio State stepped on the gas early and didn't let up, steamrolling the Boilermakers 56-0 for the Buckeyes' 21st consecutive win. Cornerback Doran Grant opened the scoring with a 33-yard pick six less than a minute into the game, and the Buckeyes offense did the rest. Quarterback Braxton Miller threw for 3 touchdowns in the first quarter, and completed 19 of 23 passes overall for 233 yards and 4 touchdowns. Backup quarterback Kenny Gittin, the fifth-year senior who started in place of an injured Miller earlier this fall, added 2 rushing touchdowns in the second half. By the final whistle, Ohio State had outgained Purdue 640 yards to 116. The 9-0 Buckeyes have now outscored their last 2 opponents 119-14. Meyer's team seems to be finding its stride as it enters the season's home stretch. The question now is whether style points will be enough to help. Despite its unblemished record, Ohio State would be hard-pressed to jump past an unbeaten Alabama, Oregon or Florida State in the BC's title conversation. Number 22 Wisconsin 28, Iowa 9. The Hawkeyes have one of the Big Ten's top rushing defenses, but that hardly mattered to the Badgers on Saturday. Wisconsin running back James White galloped for 132 yards and 2 touchdowns, equaling the number of rushing scores Iowa had allowed in its first 8 games, and Melvin Gordon carried 17 times for 62 yards. The Badgers held the Hawkeyes to 3 field goals, as the Iowa offense floundered behind quarterback Jay Kudak, who completed only 12 of 24 passes for 109 yards, and who threw a costly third-quarter interception. Number 21 Northern Illinois 63, Massachusetts 19. Huskies quarterback Jordan Lynch entered this weekend as the nation's rushing leader, and he certainly looked the part on Saturday. Lynch ripped through the Minutemen's porous defense for 119 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns, including 3 in the first quarter alone. Number 14 South Carolina 34, Mississippi State 16. Bulldog quarterback Dak Prescott ran for a 1-yard first-quarter touchdown to give Mississippi State a 7-0 lead, but the Gamecocks rolled after that. South Carolina quarterback Connor Shaw threw 4 touchdown passes. Running back Mike Davis rushed 15 times for 128 yards and the Gamecocks defense forced 5 turnovers. South Carolina coach Steve Spurrier's team improved to 5-2 in the SEC East.